I like your ink, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I'm trying to read it and I just can't
Oh,
see.
well, this
Is it?
is for my daughter. It says four. There's the four of us, and it was after I did my first movie, and I let her watch me get a tattoo. I don't know.
I used to have this mean, critical voice in my head.
I am what I am.
Shut up! But I committed to my recovery, and I got better.
So come take a look.
But sometimes I wonder if that voice is what got me here.
Give me the hook or the ovation.
Are you ready?
Oh, yes. I certainly am.
I am what I am.
Hi, I'm Sheila D. Rubin. Let's move!
You are a national television personality now.
We're building a place for women to be free of judgment. We should offer meditation, yoga,
Pottery, lesbians, yes.
What?
We're brainstorming, there's no bad ideas.
Yes!
You're on the precipice of something big. There's just one problem. Kelly Kilmartin.
She beat you to the punch.
She's the most famous fitness star. I'm better than you.
Oh, no.
They're looking at you.
She's in my head.
Fame begets scrutiny. She's fake and a liar.
Every time I think you have hit bottom, you manage to sink even lower.
This is really starting to scare me.
You don't want to slow down now, do you? Get so close to the top.
I was hoping it wouldn't come to this.
Just kidding, I was dying for it to come to this. It's go time.
This is more than just a business for me. This is my life. I built this. I am Body by Sheila.
You're just hanging on by a thread, just waiting for that moment to snap.
Let me alone!
I thought you were on a healing journey.
I am on a healing journey!
We have put everything on the line.
What if it doesn't work?
I won't let it happen.
Isn't one of the steps in your recovery integrity?
Recovery's a long road.
Wow, Stephanie. Where do I start? Firstly, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Strange but good. Yesterday we had the Haunted Mansion premiere here in London, and Danny DeVito, Lakeith Stanfield, Tiffany Haddish, Jamie Lee Curtis were all supposed to be in town, but as you know, there is currently a strike happening. Thankfully, the director was the only person that attended, but did attend. But it felt so strange. So for you at the moment, season 3, your girls aren't with you, the team. How do you feel?
Weird. It's weird, but I'm so happy to be able to talk about the show. It's a really big season, and we're so proud. So I feel like weird, but also excited to talk to you.
Yeah. Congratulations. I discovered it during lockdown, and me and my bestie Sarah fell in love with this dysfunctional, beautiful, crazy, sometimes quite scary Sheila Rubin.
I mean, we've watched her make some really bad choices for 3 seasons. Season 3 is no different, recovery is a long road. So, there's some ups and downs, but I feel very protective over Sheila, and I feel very protective over Rose, who is, I have to say, absolutely incredible to work with and direct. And I feel so fortunate to have, directed 24 of 30 episodes. So
listen, as a director, as an executive producer, to work with somebody like Rose, she seems to find it very comfortable to go to these dark places. Yet she has so much light about her that you can't help but find her really endearing, even when she's being evil. As a person, what is she like?
she's incredible. She's incredibly funny and awesome and not afraid. She's fearless, I mean, she'd have to be to do a performance, especially to do some of the things that Sheila does in the show, to speak that way to people, to do those things to, her best friend, Deirdre, like you. But she's so good at her comedic timing, but also incredibly dramatic. And there are moments on set where she will deliver, a very dramatic performance. And I mean, water will just spring from my eyes, and you're just like bowing to the Rose Byrne. It's incredible.
I feel like that's a t-shirt, bowing to the Rose Byrne.
Bow to the Rose Byrne. And also she's incredible. Like, she's number 1 on the call sheet, but she is like always on time, always incredible to the crew. Like she's just, I honestly can't say enough good things about her. It's been such a joy.
Yeah. Without saying the obvious, and I know there's going to come a day that I'm not going to say this, but to have 3 women at the helm to do this amazing show and to represent our voices, all the differences that we have, and we're not just this or that does that get lost on you lot? Do you ever have a moment where you just sit there and you look around at each other and think, this is pretty cool?
That every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Yeah. And one of the things that we do a lot is we tend to play music during setups. So we have little dance parties on set all day, and fight over, whose music we're going to play. But it is not lost on us that we've been given this gift of having, which I hate to say it's a gift, but it is, like, Apple really let us have, 3 seasons. They've been incredible partners. Honestly, like, really letting Annie, free creatively, letting me free, to direct this, is such a pleasure, and we're so proud of it, and it is something we talk about every day.
Yeah, there is this other character that is huge in this series, and it's the voice in the head, right? I don't know if Rose gets another fee for that. I'm not quite sure.
She's good.
Voice in the head is absolutely incredible, because I can find it so annoying when people do that. Sometimes I'm like, oh, stop it. But it's her expression whilst you're hearing the voice, and I know you have somebody that speaks out what the voice is thinking, so you capture those moments. Do they get easier with season 3, and is the voice even more like mad?
The voice is it's mean sometimes it's sad, sometimes it's self-deprecating, sometimes it's funny. The person who reads it is a woman named Kelly, who tries to read it with the right intonation for Rose, and sometimes we don't tell Rose that she's going to read it, just to surprise her, so that we do get the reaction on her face. And I would say it doesn't necessarily get easier. In a way, it becomes more challenging because you don't want it to feel the same. So in terms of visually, or, things we've done before, I mean, it's one of the things I'm so glad that I've been on the journey with them from the beginning, to say, like, okay, we've done this shot before, or we've shown your voiceover like this, let's do something else this time. And I think what I love about season 3 is we really took some risks visually, even in there's an opener in the finale episode that took us an entire day to film, and it's a 2-minute sequence that's like, I was like, I can't believe we're allowed to do this today, but it's all voiceovers.
Rose and Annie. With the final season, Sheila's 3-act saga of rebellion, recovery, and redemption, it comes to this satisfying conclusion that she and her fans so richly deserve. We feel so proud to share the last chapter with everyone. Now, listen, that's got me excited. Can you beat that? Tell us what we can expect, because it's the finale.
I mean, it's incredibly satisfying. It's bigger, it's bolder, it goes darker places, it goes to funnier places. There's a lot of performance. I mean, Zoe Deschanel is a character who is a lot of like the golden era of television, who sings, acts, dances, does all of those things. So we get to see that. It's a bigger season, and I guarantee you will cry.
Oh, why is it I love it when you tell me that? Why do I like crying? What's that about? It's so bizarre. I'm so connected to Sheila in such a strange way.
I think it just feels real. I think that we're Annie's writing something that resonates with people. That's just very real, and we're watching people make bad choices. We talked about that earlier, or just things that people do in private that they don't talk about often, or it's kind of being exposed. And so there's a vulnerability and a rawness to that you kind of can't help but get pulled into.
Yeah. And you've done it in such a badass way with the comedy as well, and the visuals, the leotards. Oh my goodness. Did you steal anything? Did you not have like a final look around saying, let's all throw it away, let's never look at this stuff again?
But we love it. And I mean, that's the great thing about just talking about her evolution, and the evolution of her leotards. And there's moments where, again, thankfully I did do so many episodes where, like, she picks a wedgie out of her ass in the pilot episode, and moments this season where I'm like, pick the wedgie. It's real.
The industry at the moment, it's in such a I don't know if I would say crazy, but a really important time for your peers. I mean, not seeing actors on the red carpet at the moment and writers, it's definitely brought to home how important the unity of everyone coming together is. For you, you know, it's a bit bittersweet. You've got this amazing season to come, and all your like actors aren't going to be able to share. We're talking about it, have a big premiere. But it's important, you know. How do you feel about this moment at the moment and everything that's going on and all the striking that people are doing?
I fully stand with the Writers Guild and with Screen Actors Guild. I'm a member of the WGA, and I think it is a really important fight. And I saw something yesterday that I think was really said. Sam Richardson, who I worked with before, was like, just be human. And that to me was like, it sort of said it all, you know. And it is really, it's an incredibly important time. It's a pivotal time, and it's a fight we have to fight.
No, well said. I absolutely agree. I just want it sorted because I'm missing everybody. Like,
I know.
It is, but it's so. Thank you so much for taking time out to talk to me today. By the way, congratulations with Mammals as well. You are killing it.
Thank you. I'm glad you saw that.
Please give my love and just like celebrations back to the rest of the team. And I hope we get to see you here again soon, because I know you spent some time here when you were shooting Mammals.
Yeah, I love it. I was just talking to someone about how much I love London. So soon.
Thank you.